All right, guys, let's get started here. In the last video, I left you with a question, the one that every homeowner or GC asks before they sign with you, whether they say it out loud or not. Why you and why not the guy who quoted me 12 grand less? I want you to sit with that for a second because I want you to notice what your actual answer is. So go ahead. Is it we do quality work? We've been doing this for 20 years. We stand behind everything we built. You already know what happens to those claims. Those are dead claims. Every contractor in your market says the exact same thing, word for word. And you have a stage 5 customer that just discounted them to 0 years ago. So when the only difference a homeowner can find between you and the cheaper guy is words they don't believe, they take the 12 grand less every time. And honestly, as blindfolded as they are, it's the rational move. So your business can run perfectly. Fast follow-up, clean jobs, and a team that gives you 6-inch putts. And you still can lose because you're missing one of the core pieces of your offer. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most contractors don't have an offer at all. They just have a service. We build ADUs, we do roofs, we remodel kitchens. That's not an offer, that's a category. And I want to give this a name so it's easier to see, specifically for my GCs. That is the category trap. When you describe yourself by your category, you've told the homeowner exactly one thing, which pile to put you in. You're now one of the ADU guys. And what's the only way to compare things inside the same pile? Price. You did it to yourself. You're the guy with a number lined up next to 3 other guys with numbers, and the homeowner picks the cheapest one, and the one that doesn't scare them. The category trap is why you're always negotiating. It's why every bid turns into a haggle. It's why the homeowner asks for your best price like you're a flea market. Not because they're cheap, because you gave them nothing else to compare. Hear this part clearly. No amount of content fixes a category trap. Content is the amplifier, remember? It turns up what you already have. Great content pointed at, we build ADUs, call for a quote, just help more people put you in a different pile faster. You'll get more bids, and you'll lose them at the same rate. So how do you get out of the trap? Let's go back to the first video, and the stages from Eugene Schwartz. Remember stage 3? The market's heard every claim, and they're saying it louder. It's dead. What wins at the stage 3? You stop talking about what you do and start showing how you do it. A new mechanism. A new way of delivering the old promise that makes it believable again. So I want this tattooed inside your skull. Your offer is your mechanism. The homeowner has heard on time, on budget, quality craftsmanship, family owned 10,000 times. It's dead, but they've never heard of the specific way that you make it true. Your fixed price structure that kills change order fear, or your 24-hour lot qualification process, or the permit process you handle end to end. Or maybe the one phone number that they can call for literally everything, not 3 different workers in your business. Those aren't claims, that's machinery. And machinery is believable in a way a promise can never be, because you can actually see how it works. Claims get compared and mechanisms get bought. So let's build yours right now. There's a simple way to think about what makes any offer. We have 4 levers. Lever number 1, the dream outcome. What does the homeowner actually want? It's never just a building. Nobody just dreams of an ADU. They dream about what an extra $2,400 a month in rent off their backyard could do for their life. They dream about their mom living next door instead of in a home somewhere. They dream about the house that finally can fit the entire family. So walk through your last 10 jobs and ask yourself, not what did I build, but what did they actually buy? That goes in front of your offer. Sell the outcome, not the lumber. Lever number 2. How much they believe it'll actually happen. This is the heaviest lever here, so take your time with it. And for your market, it's the whole game here. Because remember, a stage 5 customer's defining feature is that they don't believe you. They've been burned by everyone else, so every ounce of proof you can stack, maybe photos of finished jobs, real clients on camera giving believable testimonials, like our FaceTime testimonial system linked below, or a giant portfolio of all the number of projects you've actually completed. This multiplies what your offer is actually worth. I want you to imagine 2 contractors, the same offer. One says, trust me, and the other one says, here are 11 projects we finished last year, and here are 3 owners that you can call right now that'll actually pick up the phone. Which one did you pick? Obviously the second. Not because the work is better, because the belief is. People pay for certainty. And certainty is the most expensive thing that you can sell. Now let's move on to lever number 3, how long the project will actually take. The longer it takes, the less it's worth, and the more room a homeowner has for fear to actually grow. When they ask you how long it'll take, and you say, it depends, that answer costs you jobs. You know it depends. They know it depends. But the contractor who can say permitted broken ground in 6 months with a track record behind it wins against every other contractor who says it depends. Speed you can promise is value. Vagueness loses job. Lever number 4, the pain lever. Every headache you remove makes the offer worth more. The permits you handle, the design revisions that you handle, the 14 subcontractor phone numbers that you'd make instead of them. The homeowner's worst nightmare isn't the cost, it's the year of chaos. An offer that says you don't lift a finger is worth real money, and almost nobody in your market is actually selling it. I want you to imagine stacking all 4 of these on top of each other. So here's the weak offer first, and then we'll go into the strong offer. Weak offer. We build ADUs. Call for a quote, okay? Now here's the strong offer. We'll tell you in 24 hours if your lot qualifies. Fixed price, no change orders ever. We handle every permit and break ground in under 6 months. And here are 11 finished projects that we finished last year with homeowners who will take your call. Same company, same crew, same jobs, but look at what happened. The first claim is in a category. The second is a mechanism, a visible piece of machinery for getting the homeowner exactly what they want without any of the nightmares they actually fear. The first gets you compared to 3 other bids. The second can't be compared to anything because no one else in that pile is offering what you offer. You didn't just win the comparison, you walked away from the pile entirely. That's what you don't have competition really means. It's not the other builders don't exist, it's that the homeowner has nothing to line you up against. And I'll give you a bonus one here. The homeowner isn't buying the building. They're buying how the project makes them feel, how it makes them look, and how it improves their status. They want to be the person whose build went smoothly when everybody else warned them it wouldn't. The one whose friends walk in and say, "Who did this? This looks awesome." The one who hears everyone else's contractor horror stories at the barbecue and says, "Well, ours is actually pretty easy." That is status. It's real and it's powerful, and it costs you nothing to build into your offer and your content. So show your finished projects with proud owners standing inside of them. Film some content saying, "Everyone told me this would be hell, but it wasn't." You're not selling a structure, you're selling them a version of themselves that made the smart call. Now let's connect this back to the whole machine because this is why your offer comes before your content. A strong offer makes everything downstream cheaper. Your content converts better because every video is now a demonstration of the mechanism instead of a repetition of a claim. Your leads close faster because homeowners arrive pre-answered. Why you is settled before the call. And your ads cost less because you're not begging to be picked out of the pile. The offer is the foundation that everything else sits on. Get it wrong, and the amplifier amplifies weakness. Get it right, and the content literally sells itself. And you're probably asking me, what content do I even make? Pay attention. Your mechanism is your content. The 24-hour lot check, that's a video. The fixed price promise and why you can make it, that's a video. How you handle change orders without gouging anyone, that's a video. Walking a homeowner through the permit process on camera, that's a video. And for my subs out there, how easy you are to work with, how you handle everything on a job site for a busy GC, and give them a report at the end of the day, that is a video. A contractor with a real offer never runs out of things to say because every part of the machinery is worth showing. The contractor stuck in the category trap runs out of content in like 2 weeks because we do quality work said 100 different times doesn't convince anyone. Engineering this into your business is what we do for every contractor. So before we script a single video, we figure out what your offer is and what it should be, which levers you can actually pull, and how to say it to a homeowner that can't compare you to anyone else. And if you need help building yours, you can book a call with us below. We'd love to talk to you about your offer. So let's check some boxes here. In the last video, your business runs clean and the bucket doesn't leak. In this one, you've got a real offer, a mechanism, not a category, but you can still blow it completely. And here's exactly how. You can take a perfect offer, make great content about it, and aim every single video at a person who will never sign a check. I see it constantly. And the worst part about it is it doesn't look like a mistake. The content looks great, the views come in, and other people in the industry love it. And the phone still stays silent because the people that were watching were never your buyer. If you're a subcontractor, you're making this mistake in one direction, and if you're a GC, you're making it in the exact opposite. In the next video, we're going to break down exactly who the camera and content should be pointed at. That's video number 3, and I'll see you there.